Join us now for Education Matters, a weekly look at the real people and real stories in education across North Carolina.
Welcome to Education Matters, presented by the Public School Forum of North Carolina. I'm Keith Poston. Satana DeBerry campaigned to become Durham County's next district attorney, advocating for reforms in the criminal justice system, including how students are treated. She's now one of several new district attorneys and sheriffs elected in November in North Carolina and across the U.S. who believe overzealous policing and prosecution has exacerbated a school-to-prison pipeline that disproportionately affects poor and minority children. Her election and this debate comes at the same time there are calls for increased police and security presence at our schools in the wake of recent shootings. Can we do both? Protect children and also make sure all students are treated fairly? We're going to explore that on today's show. Before we tackle our main topics, we open with EdLines, our quick scan of education headlines across North Carolina and the U.S. The federal government has closed a civil rights investigation of Wake County Public Schools. The investigation stemmed from a 2010 complaint filed by the state NAACP and several other groups accusing the Wake school system of discrimination because black students are suspended at such high rates compared to their share of the student population. School Board Chair Monica Johnson Hostler said the U.S. Department of Education's Office of Civil Rights recognized the work already underway, including policy changes that have resulted in steep declines in the number of suspensions. State Superintendent Mark Johnson recently sent out a survey to North Carolina parents that included a chance to win a $250 cash prize just in time for holiday shopping, according to the email, if they completed a survey on student testing. A spokesman said the prize will be paid by Superintendent Johnson personally and that it has already generated thousands of responses. Some critics suggested the email message with the survey was rather slanted and felt more like a publicity stunt than an actual tool to get feedback. Finally, a study of Denver Public Schools program that invests more in low-performing schools suggests the strategy may be working. The study, published by the Center for American Progress, compared literacy and math test scores at students at Denver schools that got extra funding with the scores of students at other schools across Colorado that did not, and found higher academic gains in the targeted schools. The additional funds were used to provide extra support for students, more time for teachers, and more training for both teachers and principals. Remember, you can visit the Public School Forum's website at ncforum.org, click Education Matters, and read more about each of these EdLines as well as all the other topics we cover each week.